Hey guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to my vlog. Today I'm just going to give you some updates, talk a little bit about, some things. I did add a new jean to my collection. I wasn't really looking to add anything, but I just feel like sometimes things just fall into my lap and are just too hard to give up or to pass, so I wind up going through with it. But I do want to do some shout outs, or a shout out. Grab Your Balls. You guys might be familiar with them. They sent me some stickers. I don't know where I put that envelope at. I gotta find it. But I did get some. I did do a sticker swap with Shotgun Royals, straight from PA. So they're pretty close to me. You can follow these guys on Instagram. I believe they have a Facebook. Now, let's see. I did have a red stripe. I was assist feeding. I don't know if I mentioned it last time in my video. I hate assist feeding snakes. I think it's like the last resort you should do. I had an instance where a snake was assist fed and it wound up dying. I believe it was sold to me without eating at all. You can still see the umbilicus attached to it with the shed it was about to shed out. So I didn't see it when I left the show with it, but I'm pretty sure it didn't eat. So I had to wind up assist feeding that guy, and it didn't work out too well for me. Really irritated me, but stuff happens. So I did get a new snake. And I wind up picking up an albino. I wasn't looking to get an albino. Here, I'll get it closer so you guys can look at it. I wasn't looking at getting an albino, but I wind up getting a normal female for free, and she was huge. When I got her, she was 2,200 grams. So a lady had her, got them as pets at a pet shop for, I guess, her kids, I don't know. And she had it since it was little for about 3-4 years, and man, they were feeding it they had a rat there that they were trying to feed it, and it wouldn't eat it, and that's what she was tired of. So she would try to feed the snake wouldn't eat. Then they wound up having a pet rat for a while until the snake was ready to eat, and she was just sick and tired of it. But she didn't want to give up this albino female because, it's a nice looking snake, and she said her kids were used to, they liked it a lot, so they didn't want to give it up. But I always told her, if you didn't want it, let me know. So she finally texted me and said, hey, come get this thing. And she told me to come get it, and I got it. I think it's an albino Sunny. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But you could see the pattern. I thought the alien heads ran into each other way too much. Almost like a Sunny. Or a black pastel, but I don't think it's a black pastel, because if it was a black pastel, you would see the busyness in the in the alien heads, but I don't see that at all. Hopefully the camera's picking this up. So I wasn't really planning on working with albino. I do have a 50% het albino leopard, and it was one of those things, like, eventually I would have bred one of her sons back to her, see if it proved out, but you know how hard it is to prove something like that out. But I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I can make a visual male eventually, and see what happens, and then use that male for the het albino. But maybe I'll make some double het clowns, because she is 50% het clown, het albino, and het piebald. So I got 3 visuals in my collection. I got clown. Actually, got 2 clowns. I got 3 piebalds, and now I got an albino that I can throw into the mix. But a nice looking snake. She's about 1,000 grams, which I'm surprised, because 1,000 grams for what I paid is like almost a steal. She pretty much gave it away. Besides that, I just been feeding my females, getting them up to weight. I moved some snakes around into 15 quart tubs. Once you get females or males that hit 500 grams to 1,000 grams, you can move them to a 15 quart tub. And then once they hit 1,000 grams to 2,000 grams, you can move them to 32 quart tubs. So right now I'm transitioning things, because I do have 3 females that are about to lay clutches. The one female today, you can tell she's about to go through her, she definitely ovulated. There's no way she didn't ovulate. And if I look at her now, I could tell yesterday that she was about to go in a shed, but today she's definitely in her pre-lay shed. So once she sheds out, I can count down 30 days. And then there's one below her a normal female, she ovulated literally the next day, or it might even been the same day as the Enchi Mojave, and now I'm pretty sure she's gonna have her prelate shed too. My Enchi Lesser, she prelate shed. It's actually 30. Today's the 32nd day. You could tell she looks fuller, and I'm just waiting for her to drop eggs. I'm hoping she drops eggs, because she was my first ovulation, and when I looked at her, she looked like she ovulated, but she didn't look like she ovulated. It's weird, and everybody's like, oh, you can't miss an ovulation. Well, the two females that ovulated, one, you could definitely see the V going down the tail from tip to the middle of the stomach, or even past that. I didn't really mess with her that much. The normal, she got that V shape, but I would say a good 6 inches of the beginning of her tail, where her vent was, there was no V cut in her tail. But when you went down and looked in her stomach, she had a very deep V cut. So if somebody was just checking real quick and lifting that up, I would assume that you would just miss it. And then my Enchi Lesser, she had that V cut, but it wasn't deep enough like the other V cuts that I've been seeing when guys check their snakes. So I always double guessed it, because I was like, man, that's an ovulation. I know that's ovulation. And then when I went back, I see it disappearing. It goes away, and then all three of them, you don't see it anymore. So, Bunny, get out of there. Sorry, my French bulldog is like trying to mess with the mice. Go. So, besides that, I just got these female. I'm waiting to drop some eggs. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see clutch updates. I will be doing clutch videos once they start laying. I got my incubator all fired up. It's been more than 30 days now that I had that thing running, just to make sure it's working properly. I didn't buy a fan. I didn't install the fan. I'm going to see, I don't know. I might install the fan today. I'm not 100% sure. See how that affects the temps real quick before they drop these eggs. But besides that, everything else is going good. I am looking for some chocolate in my collection. I've been pairing my, if you guys missed my other video, I did get a newer gene. It's been around for a little bit, but not many people work with it. He's about to go in shed. But my Jedi Yellow Belly is gorgeous. I love him. I've been pairing this guy. He's about to go in shed too. I've been pairing this guy to a pastel and a, what else? A pastel and that huge normal that I got from that lady that I bought the albino from. I've been pairing them two together. So I can't wait, because it's crazy. Like when you see the pictures of this snake, you're like, oh, okay, it's kind of cool. But when you see him in person, it's like, wow, he's really nice looking. The pattern looks cool. The colors are amazing. Like, he doesn't look like a straight up yellow belly, and you definitely can tell. Like the gentleman I bought him from, he had pictures of a single gene, and even the single gene, I'm like, man, did that single gene have something else going on? But I just think that's just how the Jedi gene works. It's a color mutation and it's a pattern. It alters the pattern of the snake. So I'm gonna breed him out, hopefully get some Jedi, some more Jedi yellow belly pastels, and I'm gonna try to pick out snakes that look totally different than your typical yellow bellies, pastel yellow bellies, you know, because I want to breed out the best looking Jedis, because it's such a newer morphin. It got so much potential, and I can't believe not many people are working with it, because it's a really cool snake, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so anything that has to do with Star Wars I want to get. But if you guys do think of anything I should put to that albino, because I never really looked into albino that much. If there's any combos that you think are great that you would try, you know, let me know. I do want to prove out if she has anything else in her. You know, it'll be cool if she was Cine, you know. That'll be awesome, but we'll see. But I thank you guys for following me, for watching my video. If you guys can like, share, subscribe, I still got way more videos to come. I've been slacking a little bit because I got some stuff going on in my life, work schedules, and I got a baby in the NICU. So I'm not as persistent or consistent as I want to be. So, but if you could, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.